I know we missed last week. That's my fault. Sorry.
You weren't in it to win it.
Well,
yeah.
He's getting ready to go on a trip.
You know,
favorite rocket ship.
Well, I mean, I was out of town, and I definitely would not have been able to do it. We went.
There was just too much going on.
Friends. Yeah. It happens. Shit happens. We're good.
Yeah, dude. It's not like we're we do what we want and shit.
We own this motherfucker. We can do whatever the fuck we want.
Yeah, man. What's up, Wog?
The only thing is if you decided not to do it and I couldn't make it, but them two still wanted to do it, that would have been a pain. So I think you and I are the only ones that have this set up to hit live.
Oh.
Yeah.
They would have just had to recorded it, not done it live.
Mm-hmm. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, no, it's okay.
It's not.
I'm still
now if we were, had a massive audience, it'd be one thing, but
Skep's on that part-time empty nester life now.
Dude, I delivered my daughter to college. Yeah. Tough stuff.
How'd that go?
That was rough.
Cry? Did you cry, Skep? Did you cry? It's okay if you did. I'm not going to make fun of you.
I cried when I sent my son off and I saw my daughter here. Not gonna lie.
I mean, maybe a little bit. Alone. I was alone. I made sure I was alone and away from her. I did not do it in front of her. I held my.
I had to take a few deep breaths and look up at the sun a couple of times,
Yeah, it was really tough, but I think she's not so far away. You know what I mean? She's only 6-hour drive. And I could hop on a plane and be there in 2.5, 3 hours. So just I have to drive an hour, fly for an hour, and then, that kind of shit. 2-3 hours. It's not so bad. I think I replaced my sadness of her not being here with I'm proud of her and what she's doing.
Mm-hmm.
And I hope she enjoys it and does really well, like she's been doing her whole fucking life. So I'm looking forward to it, seeing how she does and the experience for her, so.
Yeah, I think the closest thing we're going to get to college with Piper is what she's doing right now. She's doing that technical college that's right down the road. She's doing that Emergency Medical Responder 1 certification.
Oh, that's cool.
So in December, she'll be certified.
My daughter's talking about doing Job Corps.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. So next week or next month, we have Parents Weekend. It's like Friday, Saturday, Sunday thing. So we're gonna go back there for a couple days, and then she has the winter break. I think I don't know how long that is. Then there'll be a spring break, and then they're out in May, and that's the end of the first year. It's 9 months.
Spring break. She's gonna want to go down to Havasu or something.
Nah, 9. She's probably gonna want to come home. 9 months.
Lauderdale.
And a summer period. So, but she has to live in the dorms for the first year. That's a requirement for the university.
And didn't you say, what was it? Her was it her boyfriend or something? They're going to the same college too. Yeah,
he's there. He got all moved in his dorm. They're like a 5-minute walk from each other. That's cute. Yeah, he's great, man. He's great.
Yeah, you said you liked him, so no jokes on this one at least.
Yeah, he's I'm glad in a way I'm glad that they're there for each other, being away from home for the first time can be hard.
And they know each other.
Yeah, so it'll be
and you got a dude that hopefully they're the protector.
Yeah, I think so.
At least willing to get his ass whooped for.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure he's a pretty stand-up guy. So, but yeah, so they got them. She got a roommate finally, and so she got all set up with we got our little mini fridge. little ice machine, little ice maker, a fan. I got her a nice fan. I got her a air filter, or a air purifier fan.
Yep.
A Dyson. It's ridiculous.
Oh, damn. Big balling.
It's my girl, man. I gotta take care. I gotta make sure she's got the top shit, I spent 3 days researching them, and I found one that I was like, this'll do.
So you got Skep away from home TV. In the fucking 80s in the Navy barracks, fucking like, what am I supposed to do?
Yeah. Go to the gym. Okay. Go to the gym. Go to fucking McDonald's. That's all there is to do. Go party in somebody's room, Jeez. Yeah, barracks sucked. I did barracks time for a good 2 or 3 years, I think.
Never did that. I'm okay with it.
It's not fun.
I was only in the barracks for not even a year. Maybe
you got married.
Oh, excuse me. I had a shared room. It was bigger than what my daughter has, probably twice the size of that room, but 2 dudes in there in a community shower thing. And then
it's like 4 to a shower, so you had the
it's like
they call it the suite mates or whatever.
Here's the shower on this floor.
Oh, okay.
And then on the other side,
style.
Yeah, on the other side is like another bathroom further away, opposite corner of the building or something. Here's another shower for this floor.
Yeah. That's what I had in my barracks. Communal.
Yeah.
Shower and bathroom.
And then when I promoted to E4, I got moved to my own room. I just had to share the bathroom with another room. So there's a lock on the inside of the bathroom doors. You can, but you have to share it. And I actually have a funny story of my disgusting fucking headmate. In the Navy, we call bathrooms heads. That's what they call them on boats and ships. It's the head.
No way.
I'm just putting that out there for listeners. Okay, I know you guys
know.
It
for the civilian folk. Okay,
I know you guys know. People that don't sail or go on boats or ships or anything don't know or haven't been on a cruise. It's called a head. That's the bathroom.
I'm gonna hit the head. Yeah, I'm sure people have probably heard it.
That's where I know it from.
A lot of people know. So anyway, I thank you, Jay.
I was literally about to do that.
So anyways, he's like, we have a connected bathroom between our rooms with the share. I walked in there one day and I'm like, it fucking just reeked like shit, man. I was like, oh my God. So I was going in there to use the bathroom. And I walk in and there is a fucking turd sticking out of the toilet vertically, dude.
How do you do that?
I don't know. Out of the water and everything, probably a couple inches out of the water. I'm like, oh my God. So I was like, what the fuck, man? And I left the bathroom and I'm like, what the fuck? And then it hit me. It hit me like, there was no fucking toilet paper in that toilet, dude. None. It was just a turd. Just a turd. Like sticking out of the water, dude.
That's that sounds like a Johnny Jihad situation right there.
So
was he embracing the culture?
I beat on the fucking bathroom door. I was like, you motherfucker. He wasn't there, unfortunately, but so I had to fucking flush this thing. It was disgusting, bro. I don't know there's no toilet paper in the toilet. There's toilet paper on the roll. So I don't know what the fuck this kid was doing. I don't know. It was disgusting, man. I hope to God he wasn't shitting and then just rinsing his hole off in the shower that we shared. It's disgusting, bro.
What would you rather find shower oysters or find out that he's just rinsing his ass off in the shower?
Find a shower oyster?
Yeah.
Well, I've seen one float by before in a communal shower. Where the drain is connected and it's angled. Yeah. I've seen one float by.
Like a French drain.
Yeah, kind of like a French drain. I don't know. I think you can avoid that. If you see it, you can just fucking stay away from it or rinse it away or whatever. Spray some bleach on that shit.
But here's my biggest thing though, Skep. I got one question for you.
Yeah.
When you even when you were in the barracks and all that, did you still use shower shoes?
Not in my own bathroom, no.
After that conversation, you still didn't?
No, I didn't. In the main, when we had the communal shower, or when I've been on the ship or something like that, yeah, I use shower shoes. Fuck yeah, dude. And if you touch the damn shower curtain, like, you gotta fucking wash all that shit again.
Oh, yeah.
It's disgusting.
So for those of y'all that don't know shower shoes, what we're talking about, it's literally like fucking 50-cent shitty ass fucking flip flops that you buy.
Yeah.
Or whatever. And that's what you keep on your feet when you go to the shower. Because there are diseases that are transmitted that you can get from using community showers, just in case you didn't know.
If you don't have an open wound on your foot, at best, you're probably just going to get like athlete's foot or some shit.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But still, that's I
never had that.
A fungus. Yeah,
some kind of fungal. I never had that. And I didn't get any E. coli from turds or nothing like that. So it's fine.
Staph.
I washed my bathroom in tubs. So like I used to spray it down all the time anyway. So like,
before you take a shower.
No, all of them. No, just to keep it clean, you know. It's like because I kept my room clean. I wasn't a dirty ass barracks rat.
See, when we were deployed, I kept a fucking bottle of 409 in the room.
Yeah, 409.
I would carry that shit. I would literally take that shit to the shower, and I would have a fucking throwaway towel. You know those cheap ones you used to be able to buy on deployments that are like fucking $1?
Yep.
Just go buy a shit ton of those. Yeah. And I just fucking spray the shower down and shit, wipe that motherfucker down before I go take a shower. I was like, fuck this.
I keep a spray bottle of Clorox bleach spray above the toilet.
I think I probably sprayed it down like every other day, maybe after a shower, just spray it down.
Yeah.
I don't know if that guy showered much, anyways. So I don't really remember hearing much of the shower going on with him there.
Your story turned out better than I thought it was going to be. I thought you were going to say it was standing straight up in the shower drain.
No. It was in the toilet. Yeah, for sure. It just was no paper. That one blew my mind. The fuck?
So those shared bathrooms, like they're tiny as fuck. Like the showers are little bitty.
It was a standard tub for me.
See, we didn't have tubs. Ours is just straight stand-up fucking showers. That's it.
Yeah, it was a tub with a shower
and a toilet.
And like a long counter with 2 sinks.
No, so the way that the Air Force here on the base is the sinks are outside of the bathroom, which I actually kind of like better.
Yeah.
And then so like the doors, like to use the bathroom and the shower, that's the only thing that's in there is a fucking shower, stand-up shower, and a toilet. And that's it. You go and wash your hands and brush your teeth and all that shit.
Yeah, that's how the new ones are.
Yeah.
Here that I've seen when I've done in like room inspections and stuff. They're stand-up showers, but fucking kids are dirty as fuck, dude.
Well, we had a guy that went on leave, and it was like wintertime.
Yeah.
Or about to be wintertime. And he's supposed to be back to work or whatever. Nobody could fuck find him. You know, like he was supposed to be back on like a Monday. We were supposed to go back to work on a Wednesday. And like nobody'd seen him, no nothing. So I was in that area of the dorms posted. And they're like, hey, you know, go start knocking on fucking doors and shit. Don't see his truck, don't see nothing. We're like, holy shit. And this, you know, cell phones weren't really a thing. They kind of were, but not really. So it's not like we can call him. So then we're like, what the fuck is going on? So then I knocked on his suite mate's door, whatever, nothing. And then finally somebody come walking up and they're like, hey, what are you knocking on my door for? And I'm like, hey, I'm trying to figure out if like your suite mate's home. And he's like, yeah, he's been home, dude. I was like, when did he get home? He's like, he got home Monday night. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. I was like, now where the fuck is he? I was like, can you let me in? Because 90% of the time, like, they don't lock their fucking doors. Like, they don't lock the doors going into their rooms, which is the dumbest shit. So you could just walk from one dorm to the other through the bathroom.
It doesn't automatically lock when it closes? Like
No.
Oh.
No, it's got a deadbolt on both sides. Like, it's got a deadbolt on both sides.
Oh, okay.
And he was like, yeah, man, come on. So I go in there, and it literally looked like a fucking massacre had happened in his shower. Blood everywhere. And I'm sitting there, like, calling for the flight chief. And I'm like, what in the fuck is going on? I was like, all right, dude, get out. We need some fucking crime scene tape. We're trying to figure out what the fuck's going on. But, like, when I tell you shit everywhere, it was insane. It was like, what's that fucking movie where the blood's coming out of the walls and shit?
Oh. Shining?
Yeah, The Shining.
Yes. But, and I was just like, what the fuck's going on? And the flight chief finally gets there, and then, like, 15 minutes later, we hear this dumb fucking redneck hillbilly, because that's what he was. Hey, guys, what y'all doing? We're like, the fuck have you been? And he was like, trying to figure out a place to get my truck fixed. And I'm like, what the fuck happened? He's like, I hit a deer on my way home and it died, so I threw it in the back of the truck and I skinned that motherfucker in the bathroom. That motherfucker skinned and quartered a fucking deer in a goddamn bathroom of a fucking building.
And left it.
No, he left the blood. He had to go get an ice chest of ice so he could go bring it to the meat processing the next day. He was like, I was about to come back and clean it up. I'm like, you dumb motherfucker, dude.
What?
Like, you couldn't call nobody? We're like, dude, like, you were supposed to be at work tonight. He's like, oh shit, today's Wednesday.
That's literally the craziest shit I think I've heard happen.
I'm like, dude, honestly, well, we had a dude hide another dude. Dude was AWOL for like fucking 3 months. Dude's literally been hanging out in another guy's closet for 3 months. Dude looks like emaciated and about to die. He didn't leave.
I'm gonna say that a deer may or may not have been shot and skinned in Kentucky at Fort Knox during the 240 range.
Nothing wrong with that. But anyway,
maybe
deer should have crossed the fucking path.
May or may not have been wild hogs shot at an aerial gunnery range somewhere in Northern California.
Yeah. Speaking of shot
with a gow. With a minigun.
Wow. There wasn't a fucking hog left.
Oh, there was. Yeah. There was. I mean, you don't keep shooting them if you want to go back and pick them up later on the fucking, on the John Deere fucking Gator and shit.
I know. Trust me. We've been all over this story.
Yeah. What is this?
I see it.
Nicole,
I haven't gone back.
freaking out.
Is that the one where people like rolled up and shot at the gate, opened fire at the gate, sentries, and then they shot back, and then they fucking drove off,
and then came back. So it started around 2 a.m.
So this was in Lackland.
Yeah, and
so it's at the annex
around at 4:30 a.m.
It's across 410. It's the annex.
Okay.
They used to call it Medina, but now it's Chapman. We actually have a tray. So I don't know if y'all remember a while back that special ops commander that died. Oh shit, that was back in 16, 15, something like that. Or whatever. It's on this annex right here.
Oh, so, okay. So back to this really quick. This was on the 17th, yesterday.
Yesterday, yeah.
And did they find these people?
Probably not.
That like came up and opened fire on them. Was anybody injured or anything like that?
Nah, nobody was injured.
Okay, that's good.
They returned fire and even missed the suspects. So, just saying.
I mean
it's Air Force, so
yeah, that's just like the damn gate runner at Fort Sam that ran the gate and they shot 16 fucking rounds and didn't hit one into the vehicle.
But do some, depending, I guess, on the security level or if there's an exercise going on, I mean, most of the time there may be a rifle on the gate. Depending. Most of them just carry a sidearm, right? I mean, for the most part, I've seen them. Rarely they're in battle rattle carrying a fucking rifle.
It's more of a cooey situation.
Yeah, it depends, I think, on the whatever condition they put themselves in or the base is in or whatever.
No, where I work, they're always invest.
Yeah, always invest. Usually I see if it's either 1 or 2 rifles, but everyone's carrying a sidearm at a minimum. And they're all vested up though. But they're not wearing like a Kevlar helmet.
On an army base, half the time it's a civilian contractor. Yeah.
We have civilians too. They're like GS5s or 6s or some shit.
Yeah.
Those fucking dudes will like. Cause do you guys have the ID scanners now? Like
scan your card. Scanners,
yeah. These dudes would be like. It's like they don't even look at the fucking thing, dude.
Well, it'll also ding if it goes green. So they're just not doing their job the way they should be doing it. But
here's like thank you. That's civilian guys.
If the damn thing's working 90% of the time.
Yeah, sometimes they are a little slow.
Best system.
We just got the new ones here. Those motherfuckers are actually legit.
It's like a big gun. It's like a big fucking gun with a screen on it, and they have to put their own ID card in it, and like they're sitting there scan the back of your ID. They're pretty quick usually, but I'm for whatever reason the military folks, even our auxiliary security force guys, that's the ones who stand most of the gate sentries. So it's like people from around the base that are in the Navy to get trained up to do it. Yeah. They still take their time. They scan your ID. They look at it. Okay, you're good, and then you go. Like actually look at it to make sure it's you. Yeah. They're looking in your car. You got nobody else in there. You know, these the freaking civilian guards, dude. I mean, they don't even have to look at you half the time.
I mean, we've had auxiliaries here for a while now, and I trust them when it comes to catching shit more than the actual cops.
Well, I mean, yeah, they're green and they're careful, you know.
Sounds like I've had more trouble getting into a gate at Oceaneering or DuPont than I would in some of these bases.
Yeah, probably. I wouldn't doubt it. I would not fucking doubt it.
You're not getting on.
We always have 100%.
You'd still have to have a CAT card or a paper visitor's pass, like a sponsored pass.
Yeah, well, if you're in a vehicle with a member who has access to the base, if you have to have identification and not be a foreign national. So if you have a driver's license or a state ID here in this region, you can get on base, but you have to produce it.
So where I work, you have to have this, like if you're in a vehicle with somebody, whether it doesn't matter, you have to have a paper, it's like a sponsored pass.
Oh, okay. Yeah, they only do that here for foreign nationals. They have to get vetted.
There's some bases that still do trusted traveler, which is, to me, is weird.
I think it's like regionally, or you know what I mean, because they're not all generally the same. Like,
if it's
AG's saying his where he's at is different from where I'm at, which is probably different from where you're at, Tuna.
Well, but his is governed, like, their overarching is Air Force. So like they're going to fall under all Air Force regulations. Army's going to be different. Navy and Marines are going to be different. Maybe, y'all normally do the same things, but like every Air Force base, like like Fort Sam or whatever, it's Army base, but it's Air Force RAN, so it falls under all of the security requirements for the Air Force. Which, you know, if you start looking at DODIs, they somewhat align.
Yeah.
But the risk acceptance is where it's a little bit different.
So. Yeah, and it changes in threat cons too. So,
well,
hell, when I was at Fort Bliss, still, I mean, obviously that was 10 years ago, but you only had one person show their ID.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah, nobody else in the vehicle even had to show their ID. You just had to have one person. All right, here you go.
Yeah,
and then everybody got on.
But back when they had the fucking stickers, ain't nobody showed an ID.
When
we still had to. I still had to show my ID and have the sticker.
I did the So when I was at Fort Hood, I had like the sticker thing, and like the little reader reads the sticker. But you pulled up to it had a drop arm, and you had to scan your cat card for us, is what it was. So you scan your cat card, arm comes up, you go.
Oh yeah. When we had the stickers on the vehicles, and then I had the before the CAC, it was the old school green active duty fucking laminated card. That's what I had. There's no scanning shit really on those. Like the back, maybe, but
yeah, I remember when Fort Hood started getting those in the Fort Bliss. But yeah, you still had to scan your card for us. It was just a trusted vehicle. Your vehicle was inspected. You know, you had to jump through hoops to get this little sticker.
The Army went away with those fairly quickly, though.
Oh yeah, they sure did. That's what I was saying. When I was at Fort Hood, and then not at Fort Bliss.
The Army FA'd, and they definitely FO'd in that era. Because, they had an issue at Fort Polk with those. Because Fort Polk, I think, was one of like the pilot bases for those, which I thought was the weirdest thing, because there was also glitches, like, and this was before like that new system that came around. Like, everybody's using the same system now, DBIDs or whatever, because it talks to deers. Yep. So, and that's a whole Air Force or a whole DoD thing.
Well, it's because you can actually get just a DBIDs card now too.
Yeah,
not an actual cat card, just a DBIDs card.
Yeah. So, but like we would go down to Fort Polk because that's where we have to do that's where our machine gun ranges that we had to use. So we'd have to go down there, and none of us could get on fucking base unless we went during duty hours to fucking register. And it was like, this is dumb. Because they wouldn't have anybody posted there at all at the gates. They may have one motherfucker, and I guarantee that dude was sleeping.
Yeah. They have an auto gate, unmanned gate here, but it's like this fucking giant contraption of fences and razor wire and scanners and shit. It's crazy. Like
it looks like you're deployed.
You have to have, kind of like it definitely looks like a slow entry ECP. Basically, like, you go up and you scan your CAC, right? And you have to have the specific access to that gate. You have to go to the lab, get it programmed into your card. If you don't have it, you cannot enter there. So it won't recognize the scan. So you scan your card, punch in your fucking code. One gate comes up, you drive into it, it shuts behind you. I mean, once that shuts, the next one comes up and you drive through, and there's like no revert. You know, I've got the fucking teeth and shit that pop out.
The spikes.
Yeah, tiger teeth.
Yeah, it has those and bollards. Like, this shit is like it's pretty cool, you know. But then security usually hangs out like half a mile down the road anyway, just kind of keeping an eye on shit.
Well, so like here they have our commercial gate. They had to outbound shut down for like ever, and like that outbound gate right there, like for me to go home, 12 minutes door to door from my office to my house, you know. Otherwise it's like 30-minute drive. And they finally opened that bitch back up. Well, now they're doing this fucking construction outside of the gate. Guess what's closed? The exit and the on-ramp to get over there. I'm like, this is bullshit.
I hate when the gate's closed.
But the gate's open now.
It's so random here where I'm at. It could take some days I'll go right up to the gate and go right in. Other days I'm like fucking a mile down the road, like waiting. Like, Jesus, dude. It's so random.
It was a few months ago. Apparently they had a gate runner or something. And like with our base, I mean, we've got a MAGCOM, a NAF, a reserve wing, and then just a regular base.
Yeah.
Right? Like, I mean, it's fucking huge. The population, I should say. The base is still fucking huge, but population-wise, like, there's a shit ton of people.
Yeah.
And, like, I'm stuck a mile and a half back when I'm, like, actually somewhat early for work. You know, like, I should have maybe sat at the gate less than 5 minutes at those times. And I'm like, and I roll up, I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And they've got 2 guys in either lane. I'm like, dude, what the fuck?
Yeah.
And they're like, yeah, we had a gate runner and we haven't caught back up. And I was like, all right, cool. So I roll around and I hop out and I start fucking checking IDs with them. You know? And then one of the other E7s, and I'm not even at the unit at this point. I just know everybody over there. And then one of the other E7s pulled up and we start checking fucking IDs and stuff. And then the commander walks up and there's still a clear ass fucking line. And they're like, hey, did you not see that new memo that you have to have fucking body armor when you're standing on the gate? And I was like, well, there was a email that got sent about it, but nothing is officially in writing. It was a, hey, this is coming type thing, not a, this is law. And I was like, and all I'm trying to do is fucking help, you know, so you don't get fucking bitched at. And he was like, well, y'all got to go. Okay. I handed the dude the ID back and I said, hey, go see that guy. I can't check your ID. I was like, this is bullshit. Like, I'm still here trying to be a nice guy.
So, okay, so no news that they caught the guys from the gate shooting thing.
Not that I saw.
All right. That's crazy.
Guaranteed they did.
Let me look again.
Ashley's grandmother called me about that. She goes, did you hear about the shooting in Lackland? I was like, no. And so then I look it up and I was like, there was one at Fort Sam a couple months ago. And then I look it up and I'm like, oh shit. And I was like, I don't trust the Air Force cops shooting anything at the gate. I really don't. Like, if you want my honest opinion, I mean, they're all 90% of the guys that work the gate are fucking under 20, under 20.
Yeah, young kids.
Yeah, like they've maybe qualled once.
You got Johnny E2 over here.
Facts.
Fucking checking IDs.
Yeah.
Oh, this is 2016 shooting at Lackland.
Yeah, I was there for that one. That's the one I was talking about. It was when that special operations commander got shot.
At least in this case, nobody was injured as far as we know.
Yes.
So maybe that, if anything, shots being fired back probably scrambled the fucking perpetrator out of there.
Deterred.
Exactly. They shot back. I'm proud of them for that.
At least they returned fire and, fucking
didn't hit a bystander.
Dispersed the person, whoever it was. That's kind of scary shit, though. Like, that's not something that they were probably really thinking about at that moment in time. But I mean, training kicks in, I suppose.
Well, that's what we try and tell these like airmen that are working the gates. They think the gates is the dumbest thing to ever work, and it's like, no, that's the most vulnerable fucking point on this base.
Yeah, you're literally the first fucking stop.
Yeah, like shit could happen at any point in fucking time. And oh, by the way, half of Lackland's gates right outside the gate is the fucking probably the worst crime area in the city,
dude.
And then.
What is it about military bases and outside military bases is so bad?
Right?
San Diego fucking wet side, port side, where the ships are at is fucking terrible. They tell you not even to walk outside the gate there.
Dude, our golf course, literally, when I was here the first time, the golf course, and it's just a fucking chain link fence or whatever, is the worst neighborhood in that city.
Yeah, it's
the worst neighborhood.
I don't think there's a handful of bases that at least that are like that,
Fucking Montgomery, Alabama.
I don't know. I haven't been to that one.
When Ashley went through OTS, they had a fucking safety briefing when they first showed up. It says, do not stop outside the gate or walk outside the gate. They had the highest fucking gang concentration in the entire state.
Yeah.
Within a quarter mile.
That's the
radius.
Rancier Gate at Fort Hood. Gangbanger over there.
Yeah,
you go out the Rancier Gate and it's like gangbanger neighborhood.
Yeah, it's insane.
So Lackland is evidently it's joint base with Air Force and Army.
Yes.
Yeah.
They joint based in what was it, 13, I think? Ish.
Not a clue.
It says Army,
when I got there,
Army's Fort Sam Houston and Camp Bullis training camp.
Yep. So Joint Base San Antonio is like if I'm not mistaken, I think it's like 11 different like bases, GSUs. How it's all made up, it's quite large.
Yeah.
When I went to San Antonio, I was seeing people in uniforms. I thought it was National Guard, but no,
It might have been
Air Force.
Dude,
from
San Antonio is the Air Force hub. It is 1000% the Air Force hub.
Yeah.
It is. So like that's where all of our basic training is. You get a large concentration of the technical training that is in San Antonio. All of the Department of Defense, like or military branches, medical is on
all of medical goes there.
All of medical is on Fort Sam. Every single bit of it.
Your son's in basic down there in that base, AG? That's the one?
Yes.
Air Force?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's where he's at.
He's there right now. That's why my wife was freaking out.
Oh.
Shooting at Lackland. And then my son's there right now.
Lackland
they moved
is
all the dorms
place,
away from the gates, so
the place where they do basic training for Air Force? Or whatever you guys call it?
Yep.
You call it basic
BMT.
or something else?
Basic
BMT.
military training. Yep.
Oh, okay. We call it boot camp.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
It's referred to as all of that, but
Recruit training
boot camp.
center. Yeah.
Where's he going to tech school?
Oh, yeah,
Most likely up in what the fuck is that up in? Let me see a Texas map. Northern Texas.
Shepherd?
Shepherd.
Oh yeah, that's
Probably.
the STD capital of the Air Force.
It's
the STD capital of the Air Force.
Is it?
It is 100%.
Because that's the tech schools,
I
right?
guess
in there?
He's gonna be bomber maintenance.
Yep, that's where the maintenance side is.
That's cool. So, like, in the Air Force, when you say bomber maintenance, that's the aircraft.
Different bomber aircraft.
So, like, what
bombers.
part of the maintenance?
He won't know until he gets there.
Oh, so he could be like engines or hydraulics or tires or something like that.
Yeah.
Just depends on what they want to do.
Which is all false.
Wait, yeah, but is he like munitions maintenance or like actual like aircraft maintenance?
Aircraft and refueling maintenance. Refueling maintenance.
Okay.
Okay, I got you. Interesting.
So if he gets on,
so he might be working on like the bomber refuelers or something. I don't know, something like that.
Just depends on where he gets
bombers.
placed.
I think.
yeah, if he's on bombers, he's got 3 bases that he's going to go to, and that's it. 4 now.
Yeah, what is it? One is Washington.
No, well, so if he's active duty, he'll be
Alaska.
He'll be
Alaska has one, right?
No, he'll be B1, B2, B52, and that's it, right?
So
yeah, that's it.
Ellsworth, South Dakota has bombers.
Yeah. So yeah,
I think Mountain Home, Idaho has bombers. I think I can't remember.
Mountain Home's got refuelers.
Refillers? Okay.
Yeah, you got Whiteman, Whiteman. You've got Fe, Malmstrom, Minot, Dias in here.
Well, there's the Ellsworth has fucking B2s.
Oh, and Ellsworth, yeah. Sorry, no, they got B1s.
Is it B1s?
They got
They're big
B1s.
fucking. I don't know. We did stuff with them when we went out there on little detachments and shit. They were pretty cool.
Well, AG gets to see them at least once a year.
Huh.
All of them.
Yeah.
I get to feel them.
Speaking of National Guard, you guys see all that barking about the Democratic
Walls.
VP pick retired into National Guard. You guys seen
There's
all
a lot
that
of
shit come out?
controversy about that.
There is, yeah. I'm not gonna speak or
Just a
say
lot.
anything negative, but just what people have heard is that he sat the seat as a command sergeant major, which is the E9, like the highest enlisted person in a unit generally, and retired at around 24 years, I think, from the National Guard. And then post-retirement, so many months later, his rank was dropped one rank to E8. I don't know what that is in the Army. Is that a first sergeant, AG?
First sergeant, master sergeant.
Okay. Yeah, master sergeant, I think. So, but that's post-retirement. So he retired, and then they adjusted his DD-214. And then yeah, but he's some words about being a retired command sergeant major are out there, written and or all vocalized. I don't exactly know, but
I mean, you can fucking retire out of the nasty girls as a E5.
Yeah. Yeah, I used to be able to do that
At
in the Navy.
20-something years, you could be an E5 in the nasty girls. You know how many dudes I've seen? Like, fuck, I was at Fort Hood. You had a whole area where nasty girls would come through, do training and stuff like that. And dude out there looking like 60 years old, he's a fucking E4. It's like, what the
National Guard, that's some slang.
fuck?
Slang.
Yeah. Sorry,
Wait.
it's slang for the National Guard.
Did we talk about it?
I was active Army.
No, we talked about how
weekend
people
warrior
embellishing their ranks and stuff.
Oh, generally,
yeah,
not of this particular story.
that's what I was saying earlier. I was like, it's just kind of crazy that we were talking about
Yeah,
that
and all that
last
came
one,
out,
and then all that came out like 2 days later.
Mm-hmm.
This came out after. Yeah, so that is kind of crazy. We were discussing some stuff with that, and from what I can tell, there isn't any. Well, I think the law is stolen valor is wearing awards or medals that you did not earn. I think that's how that law is written, and not necessarily like him sitting the seat as a 9 and then retiring, then getting dropped down to an 8 after his retirement, and then still saying, I was a command sergeant major, retired. Like, he's kind of right and wrong at the same. It's weird, you know? It's a weird thing.
Well, what I'm seeing is like it's just some hearsay things. Like he was telling his guys that he'll fight with them, he's going with them, and then just out of nowhere retired. But that's still he was within his time to retire. So
yeah, he did his time, man. He did 24 years, whatever that equates to in reserve time, like 4 years or something, probably on average. It's like,
right.
I think it's like 2 years plus, you know, if you count up all the days. But there's probably, and most of them do more time than the minimum. Most of them will like go on some sort of deployment somewhere for, 6 to 9 months. So that adds up over a course of a career. So, a lot of them, they get mobilized or whatever, and they have to go somewhere.
Well, and this
but minimum is like probably 2.5 years or something like that for 20.
Yeah, but
I'm just more surprised that she picked him as a vice president. I was 100% convinced she was going to pick Michelle Obama.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know if strategically that would have been. That's probably why it wasn't, because strategically it wasn't like.
It would have rallied all the leftists together and be like, oh, like it's a super ticket.
I don't know about that.
That's what I was wondering, if it was going to be the governor of California. Gavin Newsom.
That's what I thought, honestly.
Yeah.
I thought it'd been Newsom.
That's kind of what I was thinking. I had honestly never even heard of Walz before.
Never even heard his name before this.
Had no idea who he was at all.
I still don't, honestly. I don't even know where the fuck he came from. I don't know what he did or what he does.
Supposedly
Senate, Congress. I don't have a clue.
I think he's a governor of
Ohio,
Minnesota.
Supposedly his was the only place where crime went up, like violent crime went up during COVID.
I know there was an area in there where there was a ton of rioting and destruction and shit going on there that whole time.
Mm-hmm.
There was some of that stuff was happening in Minnesota.
At this point, I'm just like looking at all of it. Like the media is just. I look at it now, and I look at every other country looking at us, and they're like, "This is a fucking joke."
I just can't believe how much of it is just barbs towards this barb. Like, why don't you talk about in detail like what you plan on doing? That's kind of what we're interested in. Well, shit, if you want to make fun of somebody because of how they talk or because they misspoke on something or whatever, or they said some shit that sounded stupid, like, come on, man. Talk about what your platform is detailed.
It's more like a fighter press conference than a fucking national debate, you know?
Yeah, Jay.
I did see that the whole AI crowd.
Yeah.
Oh, that's just hilarious.
Yeah.
That hurt her. That hurt. Because
what are we saying, Tuna? Sorry.
It's just one of those things. Like, it's all about back and forth. But then, like, social media, like, I don't even hardly get on it anymore now.
Yeah.
Because I see the idiocracy in America. Because people are just going to sit there and repeat what a fucking news station, or not even just a news station, but what somebody fucking else says. And it's like, dude, take 5 fucking seconds and just look it up and find out if it's fucking true. Like, I saw a thing earlier.
Yeah.
Unrelated, but kind of goes along that, refs can, NFL referees can now disqualify players for kneeling during the national anthem. That is not a rule. It's not a right that the fucking refs can do. It is nothing. But yet now it's like going around, and I'm seeing it on Facebook, and like I'm sitting here posting on comments. I'm like, did you look this up? And then posts are getting fucking deleted.
So it's just rumor bullshit is what it is then.
Yeah, but when you talk about politics, God forbid, it's fucking law. It's law.
Mm.
If it's on the internet, it's true. And I'm like, no, the fuck.
Yeah.
Calm down.
It's quite ridiculous, man, because you just take little pieces of things and then just warp it into some narrative that they want to use, and it comes from all places. It's absolutely horrendous, and then like for the longest time, they swapped out the Democratic candidate, right? So President Biden drops from the race, Vice President Harris jumps in as the primary running candidate, and then has their website, and their websites and stuff like that. And then it's all this rally and support, like rejuvenation in the party, right? And hype and all this stuff. So I'm like, well, shit, man, I wonder what like policies, like she's running on. What's her platform? Go to the website.
Where's it at?
Nothing.
Yeah.
Here's how to donate.
Yeah.
Nothing else. Not one thing. For how long now? I don't even know if you go there and it's there yet. So I'm like, what exactly is everybody charged up about?
I did see that, Jay, where Harris is pretty much stole word for word. Fucking Trump's economic plan of no tax on tips and child tax credit and shit.
This is the battle of people running for the presidency, the battle of being elected, getting elected is just how much can I poke somebody else in the eye and steal their shit,
It's a popularity money contest.
Oh yeah, it's
popularity and money.
Go back to like the Bill Clinton age where like the most thing you heard about politics was him playing a saxophone on Arsenio Hall. Like that. Mm-hmm. There was no big debates or people fucking physically fighting family over politics.
Yeah. Oh yeah, dude. What?
I'm gonna go immigrate somewhere else.
It's hard because there are some people that will like fucking completely disown other members of their family if they have a different point of view on things, no matter what side they're on. I tell you that there's one side that it's a little more fucking I'm cutting you off type of shit than the other. I'm not going to say which one, but you can just take a wild guess.
Yeah, but
I will say it's the one that preaches tolerance and yeah.
Yeah, but okay, but look up rallies. Look up rallies. You know, one supporter of one, you know, party goes to the other party's rally, right, and records it.
Yeah, I saw that. So many videos
like,
of that.
And this isn't just one fucking video. This is like troves of videos that you can get washed in, sucked into for an entire day, and you can literally tell who is more over the top than the other. And I don't even got to say it. Just go look it up for yourselves.
Well, all you got to do is...
And there's going to be bad apples out there, but for the most part...
all you got to do is throw on a red Make America Great Again hat and try to attend
it don't even have to be a MAGA hat. It could be a red hat in general.
You're going to get fucking just obliterated for doing it.
Yeah.
It's wild, you know?
Yeah.
It's wild. I saw a couple of those videos you're talking about that were like that. And the other, someone coming in with their like President Biden 24 shirt or whatever, and they're like talking to them and, hey, yeah, come on in. You want to see what this is all about and blah, blah, blah. Well, you're welcome. And it's strange. It's really strange.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
don't quite get it, but I would never be like that to anybody. I don't know. I mean,
I'd look at him and be like, all right, let's talk. Why are you supporting of that person? You know,
nobody
kind of like we do here.
I'll just tell him, bless your heart. That's it.
Well, no, but like open-minded conversations.
Bless your heart.
That's what I think people need to just be able to converse and have differing views and opinions and be okay with it.
You can't. It's only okay.
I don't get it, man.
Jay.
And don't get me wrong, it's bad on both sides, but let's be honest, it's way worse on a certain left-hand side.
So
what he said.
So okay, so yes, Jay, I saw this on the fucking Twitter the other day, and I fucking died. Y'all see his comment?
Yeah.
I fucking died. I was like, I never even thought about that before.
That's not what that means in that comment. That's not what
I think it's fucking hilarious.
It is kind of funny, but it's definitely not what it stands for.
I thought it was fucking hilarious because you're going to get somebody who's so screwed up in the head or whatever. They'll be like, what?
Yeah. Well, yes, I understand bi equal is two. But the B and bi is talking about a person, an individual person having a preference for a male or female, which is two. It's not saying there isn't other genders, right? I'm playing devil's advocate here. It's not saying there isn't. It's just saying that particular person who is the B in the LGBTQ likes this gender or this gender, and that's it.
Likes both.
Yeah, likes both. So yeah, is it kind of funny and like if you look at it in a humorous way? Sure.
It's pretty funny.
I like humor. I love comedy. Both implies two as well. Well, no, for that person. Yeah. For that person. That's what I would say. Preference, right? I suppose. I don't know. There's I was having a conversation
the math teacher digresses.
Yes. Okay.
But I digress.
You like robots? I think robots are cool. I definitely wouldn't be like I mean, I wouldn't be doing a Ex Machina freaking weird shit like that, but
I still never watched
robots is the shit, bro.
I still never watched that.
It's good if you like sci-fi. Yeah. If you like sci-fi, fucking good. Love it.
Yeah.
Good movie. Very good movie.
I was going to talk about. I watched Furiosa, and then today I watched Fury Road again.
Yeah.
And we were talking about how nobody was hit, and the shooting in Laughlin.
Uh-huh.
And I was thinking, it's like so Mad Max is correct. Out of 100, maybe 200 bullets, one person might get hit. in a driving situation.
Like if people are shooting from a moving vehicle.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Or vice versa, or shooting at a moving vehicle.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I don't know. Maybe
I swear.
Yeah.
I swear that for a wasteland, I mean they do have the bullet farm, but like there's a ton of ammunition in Australia where there's no guns.
Yeah. You got to suspend disbelief, man. It's a movie. They have in Australia, they got like these cars with mounted fucking guns and flamethrowers and all these bombs and shit. And you're like, wait a minute. That doesn't exist.
I can believe that in a post-apocalyptic, but where are they getting them where there's no guns in the whole country?
There are. There's people that have guns, farmers and shit like that. I think they have
rifles. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. They have to like get permits.
They did show like the actual guns are rifles, but there is one AK, and I don't think you can own AKs
I don't know.
Unless it was like a military gun.
Well, here's the thing, man. Regardless of whether the majority of the civilian population there does not and cannot have weapons, doesn't mean there aren't any illegal weapons there.
And I mean, but a lot of it goes on, also when it comes to culture and raising your kids.
Yeah.
In a certain culture. That's also a thing.
Mm-hmm. Oh, well, I think people is the problem.
Yeah.
Like what were you saying earlier was like they wanted to blunt the end of knives so they can't have less stabbings.
Some UK podcaster was like, I was thinking, why do we need the point on knives? Why don't they just round the knives off? We'll have less stabbings.
Were they being serious?
Yes, 100%. They thought that they were fucking genius for the idea.
That's like saying guns kill people.
Yeah. I had an argument with somebody about that recently. Oh, it was there was a meme. It said the people that say guns don't kill people are up in arms about books making people gay or some shit like that. The same people that say guns don't kill people say the books make people gay or some fucking meme like that. I was like, what? It doesn't make any sense to me. That was the meme.
Some people, dude.
I don't think books make people gay. But I also don't think guns don't kill people. Because they don't.
Yeah.
It's people that use them.
If guns kill people, then NRA meetings and conventions would be bloodbaths.
Dude.
Gun shows.
It's literally people that are fucked up. Okay? We all know this. You can't stop making it. It's gun violence. Gun violence.
Hey, what? I've never felt safer walking around a gun show.
Right?
Never felt fucking safer.
Yeah, honestly. Or at a range. Pretty safe. Feel pretty safe there. For the most part. As long as there's a fucking tool bags there,
Yeah, but even
I don't know.
Everybody else that's at a gun range.
The ones that are purposefully trying to, do the right thing, not, there's
our local
morons.
gun range. There was a not a shooting, but somebody did end up getting shot and killed because the gunsmith on location didn't clear the rifle before he started working on it.
I just don't understand how that happens. I don't understand it.
He just didn't do it. Just started right there at the friggin' front desk. Just started fucking with the gun. Didn't make sure there wasn't one in the chamber.
How do you not clear it? I don't know. I mean, my head's exploding with this.
Before I was even in the military and like carried a gun on a daily basis,
Mhm.
right? I was raised, right? If you get handed a fucking gun, you check it. No matter what.
I was always told to wipe your fingerprints off of it before you hand it back.
I don't hand people a weapon unless I unloaded it and cleared it.
But guess what I'm going to do as soon as you hand it to me?
You're going to check it too.
I'm going to fucking verify it.
Exactly.
like, that's what I'm saying. It doesn't matter who hands it to me. I'm going to personally look at it.
If I'm picking up a weapon off of the counter, table, floor, fucking out of a box, doesn't matter. The first thing I'm doing is clearing it.
I don't care if it's in front of my face or not. I have seen negligent discharges happen after I've seen shit happen in front of my face.
Yeah, I've seen them.
There is a reason that when you are at the armory, the armorer says it, looks at it, and you re-verify it. And I can't tell you how many times I've seen some dumb shit.
Yeah.
I take that motherfucker out of the rack at the armory and I'm still looking at it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. Even with the slide back, I still look in the chamber and make sure there's nothing in there.
When I lived out in the country, we had a buddy that lived down the street that he was on the road crew for Houston, and he would clean the roads and shit, and they would find guns all the time, just on the side of the freeway. And he brought over a sawed-off shotgun that he found on the freeway, and he wanted us to shoot him. We're like, fuck you, I ain't putting my fingerprints on that thing. Hell no.
Well, Jay said when you were in Arizona, staying in dude's house, he handed you a gun, no mag, fully cleared in front of you, handed it to you. Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. I'm still gonna look down the fucking pipe.
Yeah, you should definitely still check
mag
it yourself. Yeah. Yeah, you still.
Which way you look at it? You look at it this way? Of course.
That's how we. That's
don't
how we
do that, people.
Yeah, don't do that. That is another natural selection method.
It's like airmen.
I don't see anything.
That's facts.
That's like when we're teaching, all the fucking airmen and all that shit, cleaning their guns. They put the fucking barrel straight toward them to look down it to make sure it's clean. It's like, no, motherfucker, don't look at it that way.
You never
turn it around.
It doesn't matter if it's like brand new, never had a bullet loaded in. It's just good safety not to do that ever.
I'm talking about the damn thing separated apart.
Talking about him.
Yeah.
Like cleaning area. Yeah. No. Like, I'll see a dude looking down the barrel and I'm like,
yeah.
Here's your sign.
It's just stupid, man. It's just stupid. And I that's how I just don't understand how someone could be clean. Somebody got shot from somebody in the house cleaning their weapon and it was loaded and they, the gun went off. I'm like, how the fuck does that happen? That's what I'm trying to understand.
Right. I've had a family member that happened too, and all I did was laugh. And they're like, it was very tragic. And I'm like, no, it was avoidable is what it was.
It's avoidable and you're stupid.
When I got shot, that's what my mom thought happened. What did he do now? She thought I was cleaning my gun and it went off.
Damn.
I'm like, I'm dumb. I ain't that dumb.
Yeah, that's like, I don't know. That's like lesson fucking 1. Every gun should be treated as if it's loaded.
That is rule number 1.
Didn't I say that?
You said lesson 1, but it's rule number 1. Yes.
Yeah, whatever. Same shit. You know what I meant.
I think every branch of the military has that as their safety briefing, and the number 1 rule is treat it if it's loaded. And number 2 is more than likely, don't point it at anything you don't intend to fucking shoot.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Keep your finger off the trigger until you're ready to shoot.
Guess what happens when gunpowder gets hot?
Yeah.
It ignites.
I saw a video of some dude, he was firing
the 50 cal and it went off?
No, it was some rifle. He shot like 1,000 rounds through this thing fast as fuck. I might have been auto. Went to reload it, put another mag in, chambered around, and because it was so fucking hot, it was actually igniting the round inside, and it was firing on its own.
Yeah, that's a runaway.
Yeah, because the gun was so hot, and it was it fired a shot, and then it, after the bolt comes back, resets another round. They chambered another round. That one fired, and he's like acting all like, "Oh, it's just shooting on its own." I'm like, bro, you just put 1,000 rounds to that fucking gun. That's not really meant to have 1,000 rounds put through it that fast. Like that barrel was
belt to drop the mag.
The fucking barrel was like cherry red. Like, why would you think that's good?
Well, and then he gets it that cherry red, and that motherfucker decides it's gonna fucking bend. And guess what? Now you have a fucking hand grenade on your hands.
I don't understand. It's YouTube shit, man, and people on YouTube doing it. These gun channels. I'm gonna test how this gun barrel is. How many rounds can I put through it before it fails? I'm like, why are you doing that? AG,
when you went through Cadam school, did they do runaways on y'all?
Not really. You just train on it, obviously.
Yeah.
You'll always train on it, but they don't purposely have a runaway.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You just train on it.
What you're supposed to do.
You sit there what to do. And obviously, if it's a, belt fed, you just twist that fucking belt, snap it off. Mm-hmm. It's easy. Done.
Dealing.
You literally grab that fucking belt, twist it, snaps off. You're done. Magazine fed, you drop the fucking magazine.
Yeah.
Done.
A lot of the times you're not going to see a runaway on a fucking magazine fed because it's hard to find a fucking magazine that fucking big to get it that hot.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I've put through what I think 90 plus 180. I said put 6 mags through an M4 in full auto. I did 1 mag, 30 rounds, probably 3 to 4 round bursts, but fairly quickly in succession. Reloaded. 60 rounds through, I could feel the fucking heat off of that shit just fucking roasting me, dude. After like 60 rounds, it was fucking roasting me, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna let this chill for a minute before I fucking put another mag in. So I waited a little bit, put another mag in, and cleaned out. We were just trying to get rid of the ammo that we had left because we have to use it all. So
yeah,
there's a reason why 240s and 50 cals have spare barrels.
Yes.
Yep.
They carry them on the mounted versions too, on helicopter mounted ones.
Hell, the 49's got them too.
Yeah.
I thought the nicest thing was when they came out with those quick change barrels for the 50 for the Modus. That was nice.
Yep. It was a pain in the ass for
me. Let me be in a firefight. Hold on, I got to change my barrel and get my headspace and timing down. Let me screw this in. Let me get my key. Let me hold on.
Yeah.
Let me twist my headspace timing. Okay, one sec. It's like fuck. Be in a firefight with a fucking 50 cal. Hold on, I got to change barrels, guys. No more shooting.
Yeah, but normally the thing about it is if you got one 50 cal, there's probably another 50 cal very close by.
You got a couple. Yeah.
Especially in a situation where it could be deployed.
Yeah.
Or used to engage. And they teach that in convoy operations.
You don't you'll have a few vehicles. Yeah. Obviously.
Well, I mean,
like my first deployment, a lot of times you go out on a mission, you'd have 2 Humvees and 2 Bradleys. So you're okay. So it's just the funny part about it because you gotta the moment you take that barrel off and you put a new barrel on, you got a headspace and time and everything. Grab your little gauge, stick it in there, twist your barrel, make sure you're good, back it off 2 clicks. Come on.
Right back.
Well, and then it doesn't fucking help whenever it's also 130 degrees outside.
Thoughts on AKs, AK-47s.
I love AK-47s.
I don't mind
Kalashnikov or the new AK style that looks like an AR, but it's not.
Like the old school.
Like Chinese AKs.
Yeah. Old school Kalashnikov, like AK-40. Like, dude, them things are reliable as fuck. Yeah, they don't shoot straight for nothing, but fucking.
The
old ones.
They'll shoot decently straight if you actually aim.
Yeah.
Yeah. That is probably one of the most reliable
Then they
rifles out there.
bury one in like fucking mud, and then they pull it out of the mud and shoot straight out of it.
It's like the Glock of the rifle world, you know.
Yeah,
it's your Glock of the rifle world.
it's loosely put together, so it'll always fire.
But the thing about
always works.
The thing about AKs though is the mechanisms on that, like the original AKs, are so fucking simple. You almost can't fucking trash them.
Well, like I have like the old school AK is a gas system, whereas so you got like your gas tube up there, kind of by the front post, and that pressure, that gas comes back and sends your bolt back.
Yeah.
And that's how my AR is. It's the same way. It has the same system on it. I don't have use the direct. What is it? Direct impingement.
That new school shit. Yeah. But the thing about it is but you got to think though, like the bolt mechanism, the trigger mechanism, like everything that makes up the internals to get that AK to fire is way more simplistic than
guys.
Like the AR platforms. You know what I'm saying?
Pretty close to done.
Yeah, I gotta get going.
Yeah, direct impingement and gas piston.
10 minutes.
And also fewer parts, yeah.
Well, yeah, all your military style M4s, M16s had a gas tube.
Yeah, that's how mine is. It's got a gas tube up there by the front. Well, I don't have a front post sight on it, so yeah. Anyway, you guys want to wrap this shit up?
Why not?
Yeah,
sure.
AG said, "Fuck this shit, I'm out."
Fuck this shit, I'm out.
I got shit to do.
All right.
Nope, I have to help introduce younger chickens to the older chickens.
Oh.
Which is a process.
Do you have now?
Like 25.
Oh my god!
Jesus Christ!
Fucking chicken math.
Have they fucking started laying eggs yet? They're not old enough yet, are they? Oh my god, dude! You're gonna have so many fucking eggs. You're not gonna know what to do with them. You better sell them.
He's gonna start looking and being like, "All right, we're having fried chicken tonight, boys."
I got people that have 7 chickens that bring eggs to work.
They got more than what they know.
And they got a family of 4. And they're like, they bring fucking 18 packs of eggs in. Like, hey, who wants eggs? $3.
Oh, yeah, we're looking at probably, hold on.
That's just 7
How
chickens.
many eggs a week?
When we move, we're going to keep at least 100.
How many eggs a week?
Probably.
Looking at possibly 9 dozen.
A week, yes.
A week.
Sell them to your friends, bro.
Some of these chickens lay 300 eggs a year.
Bro, you guys, the great thing about like home raised eggs is like you don't have to refrigerate them, which is fucking cool.
Yeah.
As long as you don't wash them. If you
wash
wash them, then you have to.
You wash them right before you.
I was about to say, you're going to be able to buy a brand new fucking $100,000 truck.
If you can find enough buyers.
Pay it off for your fucking eggs.
Bro, all right. We'll keep an eye on your cholesterol and then we'll
Eat a lot of eggs.
We'll keep
That's good
tracking.
cholesterol, though.
Yeah. And
Not the yolks.
it's good as long as you don't eat a bunch of carbs with it. That's all.
Yeah, so I gotta go help introduce some chickens to other chickens.
Let's go to a quick little photo. And then let's wrap this shit up and get out of here. All right. Sweet. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. Good talk. Yeah. Don't be a fucking moron with guns, okay? Always make sure it's unloaded. Safety note.
Yeah. Let it cool off.
Please.
Let it cool off.
If you get anything out of this podcast, it's does not matter. If it's a gun, you check and see if it's clear.
Yeah.
If it's gun shaped.
100%.
Even check Nerf guns just out of good practice.
Hold on.
Yes.
You want it? Well,
I was always taught like
probably go
BB
grab one real
guns,
quick,
anything that's gun shaped.
Yeah, tell her to go grab one. I want to see a chicken.
You want to grab and see a chicken?
You guys want to see a chicken?
Go grab a chicken. One of the babies.
Grab a chicken.
Yeah.
I want to see a chicken.
We have 4 in the brooder.
So I read that
young.
read Jay's comment as so showing cocks to other cocks. I read that as AG was showing his cocks to the cocks. I was like, you gotta let them know who's boss around here, you know.
And this, kids, is why you don't do drugs.
It's a cock contest.
Fuck the chicken one.
He called me a chicken fucker. What was that, Devil's Rejects or something, where he's like, y'all ain't gonna fuck these chickens, are you? What the fuck, boss? He called me a chicken fucker.
I haven't seen those movies in fucking ever.
Yeah.
I haven't seen them in a long time, actually.
Macaque.
Oh, and teach your kids not to play with live, or not even just live power lines. Just don't teach them.
Yeah.
To play with.
All right, here comes the cock.
There's the cock.
Oh, it got away.
Cock fell.
Oh, look at that.
Little chicken.
Oh, I heard it.
We heard it too. Yeah, for a second there.
That's an adolescent cock. That's
nice.
That's tiny cock.
Yeah. It's little ones right now. They're in a brooder, so they gotta stay.
Yeah.
You know.
Nice.
Separated. They have to have a little heating thing.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I remember raising fucking chickens.
That's where they get you, man. That's where they get you. You got to get the brooder and the fucking heat lamps and the electrolytes for the water when they're tiny.
Yeah. All right.
When they're grown, you just let them go.
Go have fun playing with the chickens.
Yeah.
We'll be out next week, y'all. We'll see you next week.
Have fun. See y'all later. Love y'all.
Bye.
Bye-bye.